my Himalayan. I bought it about a month ago, and it's been an incredible bike. I've really enjoyed riding it all the way down through England and Wales. Picked up the ferry, and here I am in Ireland, in the port of Rosslare, in a campsite, and it's been ridiculously hot for the last week in the UK. We've had record-breaking temperatures. Set foot in Ireland, and it's raining. So, couldn't make it up. So had a little walk along the beach just now with my mate Aaron, and in what I thought was a waterproof jacket, and got bloody soaked. It's all gone through to my duck down jacket. So the little lesson there is, don't buy £5 waterproof jackets. They don't work, just get wet. So yeah, the Hemi absolutely purred down here, lovely. It's a bit buzzy at 70 miles an hour along the motorway, but do you know what, it's a cracking little bike. I've got a GS 900 at home, which I bought also a few weeks ago. Great touring bike. That's going to be my touring bike for this year. I'm probably going to go down to Spain and some stuff down there, but I decided to come on my Himalayan, my 450. Partly it's a bit of a dry run as well, because I'm planning on doing a trip to Iceland towards the end of the year, so I want to sort of see how it holds up fully loaded. But yeah, so far so good. Absolutely been a peach of a bike. So here we are in Ireland. We've got a week to travel around the sort of Western Atlantic Highway, and we're going to head down to Cork tomorrow, and then we're going to pick up the highway, and then we're going to work our way around the coast and just see how far we get, really. No rush. Got lots of places we like to visit. Hopefully the weather's going to hold out, but I don't think it is. But yeah, it's we've got a week here, and I'll give you an update as to how we progress. See you later. So after staying in the port town of Rosslare, we headed along the south coast. It's a beautiful morning, lovely sunshine, and we stopped in a place called Dungarvan, a lovely little fishing town, very pretty, and we had a beer there. So by now we're pushing hard to the southwestern coast of Ireland, and it was very, very windy, as you could probably hear in the audio, but it was very warm, quite mild, and there was some lovely fauna around. It's a very colourful country, lots of flowers and a lot of sort of palm trees as well. But here we are, we're going across a fantastic pass called the Healy Pass, and this was a fantastic route. And I recommend anybody who's going to the southwestern part of the island, just go straight across the peninsula there, and you'll come across the Healy Path, and it really is truly dramatic, absolutely stunning. It's a really nice way to start the beginning of our break.
The sky, black as a crow, night passes by, taking the stars so far away. Everything flows, here comes another new day. Into the wind I throw the night, silver and
now past the southwestern corner of Ireland, and we're making our way up slowly towards the sort of central of the West Atlantic Way, or the Wild Atlantic Way as they're better known. But of course the weather by now was closing in. It did forecast pretty bad weather, but my God, it really did start coming down. It wasn't just the rain, it was the wind, relentless wind, quite often a crosswind, which was quite violent at times. It was quite hard to hold the bike, but yeah, it was a bit of a test of endurance, to be honest with you. But we did manage to get some amazing scenes or views across the wild Atlantic coast, particularly the incredible cliffs along Rathbury Dundee. Absolutely stunning and amazing.
Wait for the sun, watching the sky, black as a crow. Night passes by, taking the stars so far away. Everything flows. Here comes another new day. Into the wind, I throw the night. Silver and gold turn into light. I'm on the road, I know the way. Everything flows, here comes another new day. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah,
I could swim, mate, but not against the tide. Hey. And it's the roughest ferry I've ever been across, actually. He's really fighting the wind, isn't he?
Wait for the sun, watching the sky, black as a crow. Night passes by, taking the stars so far away. Everything flows. Here comes another new day. Into the wind, I throw the night. Silver and gold turn into light. I'm on the road, I know the way. Everything flows.
Well, the wild western coast of Ireland just didn't disappoint. It was absolutely stunning. Despite the weather, it was gorgeous. The views we got in between the breaks of the weather were just fabulous. And yeah, we stayed at some great places for the evening. We sort of gave up the camping. It was getting pretty, not cold, but very wet, and packing up tents in the rain and put them back up again when they were still wet wasn't very pleasant. So we did start to opt and start paying for guest houses, which were sort of reasonable. But yeah, and we had some great nights out as well. And another thing I'd like to add is the pubs and all the bars always seem to be rammed. It's a busy old place, Ireland. Quite expensive. The drinks are rather expensive, and in fact everything's rather expensive, but certainly a very buoyant nightlife. So when we planned this trip, we did plan to travel the whole length of the wild Atlantic coast from south to north, but it was rather naive of us because it's a lot of miles to cover and there's so much to see. So we really found ourselves still stuck down the bottom southwest corner of the Irish coast. We did manage to make it up to sort of Galway area, but it was a nice pace. We didn't mind, so we just had to visit the northern part another day. I think for me and Aaron, one of the highlights was discovering this beach where you could actually ride down, and you just tank along it, and there's about 2 or 3 kilometres that you can actually ride along. The beach was totally empty, as most of the beaches are, but it was just a great feeling to just ride along a beach. Absolutely loved it. So with only one day left to travel across Ireland back to the ferry, we was planning to leave the west coast, which was still relentlessly windy. I've never known wind like it. But yeah, we discovered so much of this coast. It was a lovely ride up, and I will be returning to have a look at the northern part of the island.
Watching the sky, black as a crow, night
Well, finally our time was up and we made it across Ireland in good time. The weather was atrocious, but we arrived at the port of Rosslare and headed home back across the Irish Channel to the Welsh coast. So we will be returning again to discover the northern part. We haven't got anywhere near as planned, so you really do need more than a week to discover the western coast of Ireland. But all in all, we had a fantastic time despite the weather. We had some great fun, great drinks, great laughs, and we managed to clock up about 1,500 miles. So all in, pretty damn good.
Wait for the sun.